And we're live.
How computers up their nose?
Yeah, but nobody
right up
wants
the
a
nose.
werewolf sneezing on them.
No, they don't, because it's going to be covered in whatever the
Generally
hell
not.
they're eating last.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Hi, everyone,
Hi,
tonight.
I'm Mila.
Yes,
Hi!
I just said we were
It's nice to
live. Did you
see
see?
all of you.
I
I
did
know,
the
I did.
countdown.
I heard you.
Hello, I hope you heard none of what happened recently.
No.
We
The
don't
werewolf.
pay for therapy.
We're
Hi,
each
I'm
other.
Milo.
See, there we are on the purple app.
I'm going to be the storyteller
This
tonight.
is Milo, the storyteller.
And we are playing a modified version of everyone's going to point in different directions.
As
Nope,
is,
I'm.
as is here.
I
As is,
don't
as is
know
up
where.
top.
Totally.
Mike's to my side.
On my screen, you've got it as. You did point to me. We are playing you're pointing to as on my screen.
That's where you are on mine.
Oh my gosh.
Success.
We're playing a modified.
playing-
Eventually, we will be playing a modified version of Changeling the Lost. By modified, I do mean heavily modified. So if you see something that's inaccurate, it's not. I made it up, and I will not be taking criticisms at this time. Az, who are you?
That's a loaded question, but tonight I will be playing Dearg, the red cap good boy, who is going to have a rough go of it. But hey,
Rough go.
it's a good pun.
Mike, who are you?
I'll be playing Dain, the hunter heart beast seeming, and I will be saying at one point today a very famous line from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And 3LC. Who are you playing? Who are you?
I'm playing Sim Hearthman, the fire elemental, who has a lot of explaining to do.
Got
And
some explaining to do.
disclaimer, this is an 18 plus stream, so if you're not 18 and you're 12, please see yourself out. And we also do not offer advice on this channel. Anything you see or hear or whatever, don't replicate. Just don't. It's make-believe time. And what happened last time is the Changeling all met to go over their debrief with those that went with them to the Church of the Blessed to do reconnaissance. Sim picked up Zara along the way, who had been doing a whole bunch of research. They grabbed her notes, put them in the car, and took off, where they then proceeded to find out that Rebel paid Spindle Clutch a visit and relieved him of his duties as lore keeper for the North Port, and took the tome back, the token that Dearg mistakenly used the first time. To which they then decided to look up Bastion more. Ro used the tome to sacrifice her own intelligence so that everyone else could be stable-minded for the meeting. But they also found out more about Bastion Moore, that he has the same powers as Azamara to strip the changelings of their contracts and their connection to that magic that protects them, keeps them safe from their keepers, and keeps them safe from other creatures of the hedge. And that he was rejected from all of the freeholds, or more than likely from all of the freeholds, at least the Four Winds, because of this. Because he was too dangerous to have around. With all it took was one touch, he brushed someone's shoulder, and it was chaos. They finished their debrief, or had their debrief. Vera, the miner with an E, brought... I'm never gonna not be able to say that. Brought pictures, and video and stills or whatever from the body cams and the security cameras from the infiltration, and they explained what all that meant, new information, what needed to be done. They gave it all to Nova, who is tasked with tomorrow making sure the rest of the participants, the soldiers, the people who are going to assist with the church raid from all of the courts have all of the information and a plan of attack. Zara then was dropped off at the ferryman. Dain took Savannah and the low intelligent row back to his hollow. This is, of course, after he gave Savannah his mask, because she is going to be going to do a recon of her own. They returned. They had a small talk before bed. Sim and Dearg returned to their hollow, having a conversation in the car, a heartfelt conversation about current events and various things that have happened in their lives the last week. Dearg went to sleep. And luckily, his dreams aren't too haunted. Sim stayed up, worked on a very lovely present gift for Nova before going to sleep. And in his dream, he created a version of the Onsel, and she used it as a bridge to step through. Essentially saying that since he didn't come and see her, well, she was going to have to come to him, because either way, they were going to have their talk. So we'll start tonight with Dain. Was there anything else you wanted to say to Savannah, or do with Savannah, before you actually retired for the night? Rose, low intelligence, is passed out on the couch.
Probably not, given how long the day's been. It's probably best to get some sleep for the moment.
All right.
Anything he can say to her, he can say to her tomorrow.
Okay. She'll join you in your room, though, as you did invite her. And as we know what happens in Sim's Durance tonight, and 3LC walked away, we will go ahead and start with those for Dearg and Dain. Dearg, you've already gone to sleep.
I love
You've laid down on your rug.
Just curled up, exhausted.
And your dreams are as horrific as always. There's so much blood, and you are starving. You haven't eaten in days. You haven't been allowed to eat in days. You even won your last fight, but it wasn't good enough. And he still wasn't going to feed you from the loss before. And you are starting to wonder if you can even remember what food tastes like. You've been gnawing at the cage. You've bitten chunks off of it and gotten in trouble for it. And you can taste that metal as it rips your insides up going down. But you've had nothing else. And you can hear screams and howls from the other of your kind next to you, who are also suffering, because I guess your keeper decided that nobody was good enough this week. Nobody gets to eat. And you wake up, Dearg, and you feel that hunger so deeply when you first wake up. And you don't know why. You don't quite remember why, but you feel like you haven't eaten in so long.
Yeah.
And you have trouble remembering when the last time you ate was, even though, of course, it was just the night before. Buffet. You still taste metal in your mouth, a little bit of blood from where it cut up, going down. Dain, your dream is of being chained in a room. Normally you're outside, normally you're running free, normally you can feel the wind in your fur, smell the animals that you hunt in the forest. But here, You're brought in front with these chains of something metal, and you feel your face being pushed into it, and it burns, and you can feel the blistering, and your face just goes cold and numb with the sensation of fire so hot it is now cold. And you hear the words of, I will always have a piece of you here because I have taken your face. And then you are released. And you wake up looking for your face. The mask that he made of your face. You see Savannah with it, and you remember that you gave it to her, and you feel a little better, even as the dream fades, even as you don't remember why it was so important that you took this back with you. You just knew that you couldn't let him keep it. Sim, you start your endurance off normally, and then the Onsel appears. We're going to talk.
If there's something within the dream space that he'll sit down on, I don't know whether it's like a stool or the floor.
You had a working bench.
Yeah.
You had a bench when you worked. That's nearby.
Okay. He'll sit down upon it. Please.
Well, I told you that we needed to talk. What was so important?
Well, we've had a lot happening last few days. The main thing is that it shouldn't have any hindrance in our ability to complete the task that you set for us. Mainly Dearg as well. I'm helping him as best as I can to make sure that he is able to do what we've set out to do. To get the wand and to get it back to you so that you can go and do what you need to do. We've not forgotten. We've not set it aside or made it a lesser priority. But we have had things come up that has unfortunately affected Dearg negatively, and he needed a little time to recover. Not that you care, but
Already started ticking. The deal that was made was a moon.
I know.
Few days into that now. Now, that doesn't affect me. There will always be other changeling, other wayward souls that find their way to my door looking for help for something, who I, of course, can ask the same favor of. However, what I need to talk to your friend, and apparently you about, since he's too preoccupied to speak with me, is why he has decided it's a good idea to use my name, my voice, my person, my whatever it was. He decided in somebody else's dream because that brings trouble to my door, trouble I did not ask for. I did not come to your friend. He came to me, not once, not twice, but 3 times, asking for my help. I don't think I am being unreasonable. I am not a charity. And I was more than willing to wait. I was more than willing for my favor, my request to be minor. But the thing that he asked of me is not possible for me to do without this. I cannot fulfill my end of the bargain until he fulfills his. So, a little consideration, I don't think is too much to ask.
No. There is nothing that I can say that is anything to rebut that. We have just met with a set of unfortunate circumstances that have delayed things. But we'll endeavor to move forward.
Certainly hope you do. Breaking a pledge is not a minor thing.
I know.
I still would like to speak to Dearg, because he's the one who dropped my name.
The best, I will let you, of course, speak with him, and he can say with his own thoughts and words what he intended, but I would like to preface that with my own perspective. Is that it's really nothing more than a case of thinking that something would be a good idea, and it wasn't. Thinking that something would be clever application, perhaps, and it was severely miscalculated. I didn't have any knowledge of it until after the fact. But I really think it's just a case of I made a bad choice. I really think it wasn't per se done with a degree of maliciousness towards your charity. But, as I've said, I will let Dearg speak for himself, because I do not speak for him. But I will be there when you speak with him.
To see both of you soon, then.
We will.
And she looks around at this workshop, at the various materials that you've been given to work with. Jars full of things that are not metal, are not paint. At the half-forged items, waiting for the application of these items. And she looks back at you. Sweet dreams, Simon. And then disappears. And your dream continues as your normal durance after that, of making these repulsive art projects. That pride you feel because your work is so good. but also that hatred at what it is that you've been forced to do. And then you wake up. The only thing you remember about that dream is your conversation with Dion. So you, even in your mind, the area you were sitting when having that conversation is black, darkness. You don't remember the workshop.
Okay.
You don't. To you, it seemed like you were almost floating in just a void.
Okay.
And everyone is awake. Dearg has woken up feeling like he's starving.
Yeah.
Dain has found his mask. And even though it's not in his hand, feels a little better knowing that it's still there. It's still in sight. It isn't gone.
Like it.
So,
Well, Sim is going to go check on Dearg and then send a group text to Dain and Savannah, Ro, Zara, etc. Just to kind of like a check-in. Being like, hey, how's everyone doing this morning? And making sure that's good, and then getting things set and rolling for the day like we're supposed to.
you get that group chat.
I got a text back from Dan saying he's making breakfast because Dan was up and dull.
Okay.
Dearg is currently head first in the fridge, grabbing everything he can and consuming it. Like, he's got, like, a jar of pickles that he has just upturned. He's got his fingers in the mustard and slathering it on whatever leftovers are in the fridge, and then grabbing the peanut butter and just sticking it in his mouth and just shoving it down.
Our entire friendship depends on this. Is it sweet mustard or normal mustard?
Oh no, it's the stone ground mustard.
Yes.
I'm glad that was
who
what was gonna
eats
break
sweet
us.
mustard?
The mustard.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the sweet
Yeah,
mustard.
sweet mustard.
Sweet mustard is a thing. I generally don't prefer it. I prefer.
It's what you put on hot dogs.
I've never put that.
I-
on
That's
hot
considered-
dogs.
Yeah, that's considered sweet mustard.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
I generally use like a Dijon or a spicy brown or a deli mustard.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honey mustard's good, but it's
honey mustard's not
it's
bad.
not.
But I
not
specific
actual
Good
sweet
with
mustard.
certain types of chicken.
specific applications
Yeah.
of honey mustard.
Yeah.
Before we get
Application
too
of
far
mustard.
on,
Yeah.
chicken, of
Oh,
course.
guys.
Chicken.
Is that right? No.
To those watching,
tell me
how do you take your mustard? To those watching, how do you take your mustard? We must know this.
Please
Anyway.
leave something in the comments.
Anyway. Yeah, no.
Drop
like,
your
hold on,
mustard
just
in the comments.
drop your. Oh, is that.
Roll
is
for
that-
mustard.
Is it that kind of
Oh
night?
boy.
Oh. No.
Spicy.
Spicy.
The spicy honey mustard.
Mm.
All up in those situations. Alright.
I won't lick the top.
That's a lie, we all know it. Anyway.
Oh.
Hi, Mom.
Derek's trying. Hi. Anyway, Derek's shoving stuff in his face. That didn't make it.
Shoving pickles in his face.
Shoving pickles in his face covered in mustard. And peanut butter for the protein. I keep making this worse. Someone needs to stop.
Carry on.
Mm.
Makes my job so much easier.
At least you didn't say that he was spreading it on the buns first.
I don't think
That's
we
next.
have any bread left. We have to talk to our
You
bread
gotta move from the
supervisor.
top to the bottom. Anyway.
Just two tops. It's peanut butter between two
Two
tops.
tops. Yep. A Whopper between two tops. There we go.
Derek's eating.
Let's get back to this tale of survival horror amongst a dark,
Everyone's
twisted
eating
fairy
breakfast.
tale.
It's breakfast time in the dark, twisted fairy tale. Everyone's eating normal breakfast. Everyone's eating some kind of food.
Okay, so
They're
here's
having
the
a
fun
normal
part.
breakfast. It's fine.
So here's the fun part. Dearg's going to town. Sim will just go get his
Yeah,
lucky.
Yeah, he
shoving
is.
all the things in
Sim
his
will
mouth.
just go. Sim will just go get his Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious.
It's
I
okay,
should-
buddy.
Why am I suddenly offended and don't know why? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are also a couple of leprechauns out there that are like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna find your pot of gold.
From the bottom of the peanut butter, if you just dig them.
I hit on the leprechauns by saying things like that. Rude. Really?
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to get to the end of your rainbow. So, okay, somebody else say something, please, for the love of God.
Hey, Sim, you want some of this?
And that is where we end tonight, folks. I hope you had a great time.
That was the
End
most
of the
awesome. Changeling the breakfast.
What is
Sorry,
happening?
Stops the breakfast.
It all depends on who you're
Making
eating
for
with.
breakfast. What did Dain make for Savannah and Ro?
Yeah.
Ian made breakfast burritos
Yeah, of course.
God.
I
Of
did.
course he did.
with sausage, bacon, and scrambled egg. With a little bit of
Personally.
Dijon mustard.
Personally, I love breakfast burritos.
You don't eat sour cream in your breakfast? Is that me?
I
Is it just
don't.
me?
You already stole all
I
my
don't
cream.
do
so
sour
you know.
cream. I don't do sour cream. I don't.
My friend once
Really
called
good.
Milo. She taught me how to make this.
I'm just not a big sour cream fan. I like sweet cream.
Do you want some sour cream? How about some coleslaw?
Yes. Yeah. Sour cream and coleslaw. Did I hear the words coleslaw?
You
Yeah.
put coleslaw in your breakfast burritos? That's a new one on me.
I know.
I hope it's
Put it
not
on
on you, 3LC. You're not the charcuterie.
Oh no! I do not pretend to
Dain
do that.
cookery board.
It's the Dain cooterie. Because
Dain,
he's all the meats.
breakfast's on me.
Woo! Got those salami
Right.
abs.
Back to the setting.
Anyways,
Okay.
Very
you know
controversial.
what?
dark.
This
Horror.
got this is yes. This is a serious,
Survival.
terrible story where people are dying and things are happening.
I swear to God, we have not been drinking Twitch, so do not strike us.
No, this is
This is
this is
true.
We
normal
have not
behavior.
been drinking.
You're different to us.
This is
dear,
normal.
dear Switch.
I'm
Twitch.
122.
Switch.
Dear
Can't call
Twitch.
people out like that.
God damn.
I mean, we talked about the tops and the
I'm so
bottoms, so why not the
sorry.
switchers?
Yes,
I
that's
mean, when
You're
are they gonna get?
traumatizing the
We
dog,
just need to-
guys.
We just need to flip all of them.
All right, ready? Okay, guys, we're gonna restart in 3, 2, 1. Sim, Dearg, do you have anything to say this morning while breakfast is being eaten?
So, what's the plan for the day? I know we had some Oh my god, I'm covered in hair. I know we had some plans for the day. Did we have interviews or something? Don't. We're moving on. Anyway, so do we have some interviews for the day? Or
Yes, I
or
do,
what
actually.
was the plan? What do we need
all
to
right,
do?
got a few different things going on. So first off, yeah, we got interviews. Got some people coming by first thing this morning because I'm gonna knock these interviews out because we need to get the shop back on a regular schedule because this is hurting us. So we have to get the shop back on a regular schedule. I need to get some people in to work, and so we're going to take care of that. Also, I have. We're going to coordinate here soonish to get updates on how Savannah's work is going with her recon of the other churches, and make sure that goes as smoothly as possible. If there's anything that we can do, I don't think there is, but if there's anything we can do to help out, get updates from that going. I need to follow up with Meg also, by the way, to see about we were going to go investigate some hollows to see if there was some stuff that was possibly left behind, or things or items that may help with the overall effort of everything going on. Don't know, it's a long shot,
was
but... What's
She
that?
was the one with the one who is in the personal space that just kept getting closer.
Yes, she was the one.
Okay, that's Meg. All right,
that is Meg. Yes.
so we're gonna go meet with her. And what else?
We also have. We should take care of this at some point today, as soon as possible. And there is no way that I can sugarcoat this or make this, anything other than it needs to be. The Onsul desires our presence, and specifically wants to talk to you, Dearg, and I'm sure you know what she wants to talk to you about.
I do.
I'm gonna be there when she talks to you.
Did you talk to her?
I did.
Okay.
Had a little dream trip last night.
That's really dangerous. So
I wasn't intending to, but I wasn't intending to do that, but I think things got manipulated, a little bit.
That's how I got.
Mm-hmm.
But just be careful. If you're gonna try and do that again.
No, I'm not gonna do that anytime soon, unless there's an absolute no other option need. But she wants to, of course, ask you about what occurred with Bastion.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I told her. I told her that, of course, I'm not going to speak for you. You are your own person. You speak for yourself. The only thing that I told her is that I honestly think that you made just a judgment call to try something as a distraction, and it was miscalculated. It was just what you thought was a good idea just turned sour.
I didn't want to misquote. Yeah.
That's all I said. And
Probably should have done something different, or not directly remembered it. But
yeah. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to go back, turn the clock, but for now, we'll go ahead.
We'll go talk to her.
Yeah.
And Derek's gonna take and he's gonna walk up and wrap his arms around Sim and squeeze him.
Sim will hug him back. Mustard and everything. Mustard and
covered
pickle
in peanut
juice.
butter. There's peanut butter all over. You're gonna have to wash up again.
That's
But
fine. Main thing is
Sorry.
It'll be okay. So, okay.
it's gonna work out one way or another. Yeah.
I think I want to go talk to Savannah. Dain messaged, but I could get my hand out of the jar, so we should probably go over there sometime today.
Mm-hmm. Main thing is that also we still have the clock ticking on our quest.
Yeah, I know.
Go get the fancy stick. And I will be very, very happy to get that done with, to help you get that done with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and get these. I'm gonna go get these folks contacted for the interviews. You wrap up with breakfast. I'll go get a little extra cleaned up here. Go ahead and talk with Savannah. Call her, arrange something if you need it, because I'm assuming she's either gone or getting very close to leaving to take care of what she needs to do for the day. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think she has work.
Dain. You, Savannah, and Ro are eating. You made them a lovely breakfast. And whatever kind of conversation you'd like to have this morning with them. Ro is still suffering from the stupid as it lasts 24 hours. So it won't be until tonight that Ro is cognizant, fully functioning again. But Savannah's fine.
I have to say, my friend wasn't wrong. These are actually quite nice. It's the first time I've ever made them. Breakfast burritos, who would have thought? I'm only more of a sausage sandwich sort of person.
So good. Those are also really good,
They are. She gonna be
especially
okay, or
slathered in mayonnaise. What?
you know it's brown sauce or no sauce. Come on. I'll always put mayo on your sandwich, but still.
Team
Oh, yeah.
Team Mayo.
Just eating a heart
I'll
attack.
murder-
It's fine.
I'll murder you. Oh, well. I don't think heart attacks are gonna be the thing that's gonna kill us. Do you remember when you first found me at the zoo?
Yeah.
And how long did you wait? 2-3 weeks before I would even approach you?
Mm-hmm. You also startled a couple people because they saw you.
Yeah, well, wild man in the fucking zoo. What can you do?
Okay. We covered it up.
I never did thank you or Ro for what you did for me. If it wasn't for you two, I would have starved to death. Or killed those wolves.
I mean, would have been troubling for the zoo. Um,
A little bit. And I've been thinking a lot has happened in the last week,
mhm.
2 weeks. And it really puts life in perspective, especially with what happened last night, with what Rebel told us.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, I woke up. Didn't exactly have nice dreams. Once we sort this out, I want you to keep that mask. And I think we should ask Val to make us official.
You mean that?
Yeah, I do. There's no one I trust more in this world.
Well, at least your mask will always be close by. And she'll reach across the table. She'll take your hand.
Feels a little better. She does well. Then lean in and kiss her.
She returns the kiss because she does very much love you. Ro is making a scene.
I need to go see Cassie today and I need to bring her with me. Fucking hell. I don't have a baby carrier.
I think we can. That was a mean thought. I'm sure we could just eat a child out of their stroller on the street and take it. I could.
I mean, I can. I don't think I should.
No, no, it was not an appropriate idea, but it was funny.
It was funny. It's only me making jokes after these serious emotional moments. So, I like to see that's catching on.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get Val back soon.
Yeah. And she can feel that Dain's hand. He's nervous. She could feel his heartbeat in his hand.
Yeah. She'll give your hand a little squeeze. A little squeeze cannot express that she's not crushing your hand. Small squeeze.
They're ready for the foreplay, isn't it?
Break your hand at breakfast. I'm so sorry.
This
You
is not
can
my
make it
heart.
up to me. So sorry.
Okay, if Ro was in her right mind, she could heal people, but she's not.
Once everything happens tomorrow, I don't think I'll be one of the ones going for Bastion. I think we should leave that to the Knights. In the race, and whoever else is fucking there. Whilst I focus on getting Val and everyone else out.
Jack, that girl was probably your best bet for that.
I was thinking that.
She'd be the safest way to get the queens out.
It will be once we find them.
Yeah.
Which means I need to go talk to Reed, get their location, allow myself into the fucking hedge. I assume there was Pippin. Then there's Felix.
Yeah. He was one of the weird ones. Something was right about him.
He could be a problem.
Yeah.
Unlike the others, he's still the jerk. And then we need to talk to Rebel.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
She's always a delight, that one, it seems.
You know what? She reminds me of an angry me. And as you know, I'm always a delight.
Well, that's fair. I'm not going to argue with that.
So,
even when you were fighting with wolves for food.
I mean, that was my bone. My marrow.
You did win. You won the fight, so it was.
To be fair, Savannah, it's rather easy when you have opposable thumbs.
I mean, I'm not going to say it was cheating.
Still, like I said, without you two, I probably would have starved. I did not take well to landing there. For one, I'm in a different fucking country, full stop.
Yeah. That's already hard to deal with.
Especially when you're Irish. You know, for a country that claims to be half Irish, you guys don't like us very much.
This country doesn't like anybody.
That's true. That's true. I don't know why. It's almost like there's an internal struggle. We used to have a thing called for it. It's called the American Experiment. It failed years ago. Just don't know it yet.
No, yeah, the British are coming. It'll be fine.
Can hope not, bastards.
They're gonna bring the cream.
So, what?
I swear, I feel like I need to hit Sim for some reason. I don't know why. It's just bubbling inside of me.
So what's
like a
what's
mayonnaise
your first order? Like a mayonnaise. Oh. So
like
what's
a
your actual?
Yeah,
oh my god. So what's your actual first point of order? Because I know you said some things you're gonna do. Where do you want to start? Because I'm gonna go meet with Vale and Copper and Ego. They're the Darklings that I'm going with.
And Libby as well. Is Libby gonna go with Copper?
Libby is not gonna go with Copper.
Alright, fair enough. Now I think I'm gonna get Rose settled. I might get a colouring book. Does Dearg have any colouring books?
I think there was an incident with some coloring books, but you might want to ask Sim. Sim has an art shop. I'm sure he has one of those adult coloring books. It's like this, like they're really fancy. coloring books. You know what I mean?
He might eat that. Do I have a Lego set anywhere? I'm just gonna look around for a Lego set. He does not.
I mean, you can go buy one from the store.
I could. Ro, would you like some Legos?
Ooh, toys.
Right, I'll bring you to the store. You can pick out a toy.
He
I'm going to regret every single
goes
second.
and runs towards the door and cannot figure out how to unlock it.
Good. It's a handle, not a knob. It's superior.
She's a -1. The door is difficult.
The door is D&D difficult.
Oof.
I'll take care of her while you're away.
Okay. Yeah. And that's about the time that Savannah gets the text from Dearg asking if they can talk. What exactly does your text say?
Hey, Savannah. I was wondering if you were free today. I don't know if you have plans, but we have plans, but I would like plans with you at some point so I can talk to you.
I have a little bit of time before I go and meet with the Darklings to go check out that church, one of the ones we haven't seen.
Okay.
So if you want to meet me before that, where would you like to meet?
We could meet at home. I'm still here.
Okay.
And then it's like train of thought, like, hold on 1 second, I have to make sure what Sim's doing. Hey Sim, you said you were gonna do some things in the shop, so are you gonna be out of the hollow for a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got some interviews and some other things to take care of.
Okay, I'm gonna wait here for Savannah, and then I can help.
Not a word.
If you would, what? Okay. Okay, he's gonna be and then he's gonna text. Okay, he's gonna be busy, so I'll see you here.
There in a little bit. Just the time it takes me to get there. Hey, Dain.
Yeah.
If you're going to the store to get Ro some Legos, will you drop me off at the forge? Dearg needs to talk to me before I go to my meeting.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Cool, thanks.
I'll run you over.
Sorry.
The translator interview. Perfect.
It just I know what it means, but my brain went, oh, he's gonna hit her with his car.
We discussed this, Milo.
Run you over.
No, I
Run you
remember
over.
what it means. Run you over. Please don't. I just drive me there.
That's
She'll get
it.
in the car.
Just get in the fucking car.
Get in the
Ro.
car, bitch. Okay. Ro gets in the car. Savannah helps her with her seatbelt.
Yep. And then he will.
It's gonna be all day.
He'll drive towards the forge once he's locked up.
All right, cool.
Actually, first off, he's going to check his boot. Sorry, the trunk of his car
I-
to make sure that everything he has put in there is still in there.
Mhm.
The body armor, shotgun, and the 2 guns that is pistols.
Mhm. Yep, it's all still in there, exactly the way you left it.
Checks for his license he doesn't have. Nice.
Awesome.
Then drives off.
So,
California
Sim.
rules, bro.
there you go. It's not illegal if you don't get caught. Again, and we do not offer advice on this
No.
channel.
Yeah, don't
If
go.
you were to buy a gun, make sure you get a psych check first. Thank you.
Yes, and don't go filling your boot like the Winchesters.
Any
Just
advice
think
we
about
give in game? Don't take it. You
At least
might
we
look
get
at some of the things we throw out there and think, I wonder what that. Nope. Don't wonder. Just roll with it. Live your
Make
best life.
believe time. So,
Uh,
Tim, you have 8 different applicants who want to come in for interviews, which you have scheduled. You were able to get all your emails out to them. You have Gemma. Gemma is 24. She is currently studying astronomy and, college student looking for at least part-time work to between college classes, though she's more than willing to give you a schedule if you need it.
Okay.
A girl named Jordan. Jordan has that she is a digital artist on her application and is familiar with some traditional media.
Okay.
Corin. Corin, yeah. Korine. Corin.
Got it. Okay.
She's 34. And she has retail experience. Mainly, working cash registers, sales floor, things of that nature. Quite a bit. And is essentially just she's looking for full or part-time work. You have Kyle. Kyle is 19.
Okay.
Does not have much work experience. Is not going to college, anything like that, but has graduated high school. That is on his application. He's looking for full-time if you have it.
Okay.
A gentleman named Matt, who's also early 20s. He is also going to one of the colleges. It is not an art-related thing.
Okay.
But he's worked at least one other retail job. Bianca. Bianca goes to the same college as Sarah.
Okay.
Currently only has one class that she's taking. So her schedule is pretty open. She's also early 20s. Victoria. Victoria is in her 40s. A mother, so her availability, she kind of states that, she might need, to go for emergencies for kids and things. But otherwise is fairly open.
Okay.
And Rick. And Rick, very much like Kyle, is 20, not going to college, looking for full-time work. And he's worked one other retail job as well.
Okay. What was the age of Jordan?
Jordan, I didn't tell you. She's all early 20s, about 23.
Okay.
Gemma, when she comes in, because they all come in and talk with you, they answer your various questions. Gemma is a changeling. You notice it immediately when she comes in. She is a fairest seeming.
Okay.
With a telluric kiss. She's one of the planet people.
Okay.
So she looks very much like a
explains the college major. Okay.
She has she kind of looks like a galaxy. So like her skin is very dark, like night sky, space dark. And she has, like, if you've ever seen the Andromeda, I think, galaxy, where it's like purples and not purples, reds and yellows that create this like galaxy effect. And she's got stars, kind of the way that fucking Vale does. Little scatterings of freckles like stars that stem out from this swirling galaxy on her. Most of her person, she's wearing clothes, but you know
Right.
it's fucking California, so it's like a tank top and shorts because it's hot as crap there all the time. So,
Gotcha.
her hair is also like this pink color that she puts little jewels in to look like stars.
Nice.
But she's the only non-human that walks through your door.
Okay. So everybody else is grade A human and one
Yep,
changeling.
100% human. None of them say that their only availability is nighttime. None of them. They all walk in the sun. They don't smell like dog. Yeah. Poor werewolves. No, it's fine. Anyways,
I know. I'm surprised I don't see Luca on this list.
right. College student needs to work to lift the
busy.
heavy things for you.
It's busy.
But as far as
Okay.
most of them are concerned, depending on your questions with availability and stuff, the college students have the least amount of availability.
Yeah.
So does Victoria as the mother.
Right.
And Kyle and Rick have the least experience in retail, but the most hours available
Yeah.
and are looking for full time for sure. So
I'm looking to hire probably at least 3. I want to cover.
All right.
I want to cover the spread here, as it were. The.
yeah, let's just hold up. One, nothing's wrong with me.
2.
Anyways.
Nothing's wrong with me. 3. Something's got to give.
Oh god, flashbacks.
Well, I'm obviously interested in. I'm interested in Jordan because of their artistic background.
Yep.
Person with artistic experience, I think, could help selling certain products, being able to move with, being able to have a certain eye for what's actually in the store and in the shop. So, I think I'd like to look at Jordan. Thinking about, let's see. I think I'd like to Rick. I'm going to do one of the teenagers to be able to just do a lot of the various like shop upkeep work. You know.
Yeah. Restock.
Yeah. Lots of things happen. Handling shipments coming in, going out and doing orders, the custom orders that do go out. And then, so I think I'm going to pick up Rick, Jordan, and Gemma.
Gemma?
Gemma, sorry. I think I'm going to
Go with the Changeling.
well, gotta help a fellow changeling out. So, if they're looking for work. So,
Are you
Yeah.
going to ask her any more specific questions?
yes, I'm going to ask if she, other than going to college for astronomy, what's her previous work experience, if any? Has she worked at the college? Has she worked at...
Her rough previous work experience before was she worked at a bank. She was a teller at a bank.
Okay.
And after, since getting back, a lot of what she has done is like she worked at a library for a little while and decided she didn't want to do that anymore. And then she worked at the airport, was one of the baggage handlers at the airport, and that job was awful. So she quit doing that. And now she's trying to do something else because both of those were awful.
Okay. Well, here's the plan. So Rick, Jordan can work with the various art supplies, art products we have, things like that. Gemma can take and do some tutelage under, basically kind of shadow Jordan a bit, but then also shadow Rick if Rick has retail experience. Gemma can be a backup for either of them, plus also
So like a good cashier because she knows how to handle money.
Exactly.
All right. I have those notes. All right.
So,
Cool. So you call them back?
I do call them back and go, wonderful, you're hired. You can start right away. So, this is Dearg.
Hey,
He'll be our floor manager.
I'm comfortably close. Just don't worry. I lift the boxes.
Yeah.
To which Jenna's like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Mike?
My hand is saying things that I should not say out loud.
Did we
Yeah.
all happen to be in a mood before we started doing this? Because, like, we spent the first,
I
15
got
minutes
sleep.
laughing about breakfast foods.
Gotta laugh at
Breakfast
burritos sometimes.
innuendos.
The only way to deal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Alright.
So they
tell you-
will
I'll tell you
they'll
all
start right away.
Thank you.
Oh,
good.
So they'll start. They will. They'll. Basically, they were just waiting for.
We'll get all the-
again. Most of them were unemployed.
We'll get all the documents rolling, get all their hiring
Yep.
paperwork done, get everything signed that's need to get signed, get their time cards sorted out, all that fun shit.
And while you're doing that, since you've already conducted the interviews and stuff, Dain, you get there with Savannah.
Yep.
Burrito man.
Parks up.
Only if you ask nicely.
There was no peanut butter on these burritos.
My
Yeah.
tacos didn't have peanut butter.
Very, very ashamed. Then he'll park up, out of the car.
Yo, Chumlin died. Anyways,
He'll see Savannah off, give her a kiss, get back into the car, make sure Ro is still strapped into the seat.
I can't figure out the seatbelt. She didn't go anywhere.
Good. And then he'll drive off. He'll drive off to the toy store.
Oh, awesome. This can't go wrong in any way. So, Darren.
It's only
Savannah
gonna
shows
be a
up.
problem when you don't have the rabies papers when your child bites another child.
He's prepared for this story.
I hope there's a flower shop in the city that's called Thorns RS.
It's a little thorn.
There is now.
Fond memories.
Oh, by this cute little blonde girl that you're not
No.
really sure the age of, but you might think she's a little too young to be working there.
Hey, Bon Jovi was popular. There's no reason to play it that much, though.
But we're halfway there. We're living on
More character
Okay.
flashbacks.
Anyway,
All right, Savannah walks in, goes, basically, like, if she sees Sim waves, but if Sim is, like, in the
I'm
office
busy.
talking to people, then
I'm
she
busy.
heads straight
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, bye.
Bye.
Good to see you, of course. I just
Wh-
busy.
Whoever you're interviewing is just like, that lady was big.
Yeah, she's
She
security.
walked on.
She's horrible to shoplifters and people who steal from the company.
No, let's traumatize these people immediately. She goes upstairs to the hollow where you guys have the entrance to your hollow. Goes in. Hey, Dearg, what's going on?
oh, hey, Savannah. Sim's still downstairs, right?
Yeah, he's in the middle of talking to somebody.
I believe this is where me and 3LC need to mute ourselves. Or deaf ourselves.
If I remember correctly, yes.
I think this is where you wanted 3LC to deafen for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, hold on a moment.
Hold on.
That's muted. Can you still hear me?
You'll see the little thing come up.
Mm-hmm. You're muted.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't deafen with not going full screen. So what I'll do is I will leave the room.
Leave, and
All
I'll
right.
message you.
Yeah. Go get water or something.
Okay, here we go.
Don't micromanage me.
What I want. Remember what we talked about the first time we went in the church? And
Yeah.
and you told me to get Dain out no matter what to make sure he stayed safe.
Yeah.
I need you to look after Sim for me, okay? Please.
Of course.
I don't think it's gonna go well.
No. We're trying.
I messed up, Savannah. I messed up really bad. So if something happens to me, just can you check on him every now and then?
Of course I can. Sim is my friend too, Dearg.
I know. I love Sim a lot, and I know that I put him in a bad spot. So he's really mad. Everything's green right now, all of it, and I don't know what she's gonna do when we go see her. Okay, so if you don't hear from us, give you an address, and if you can just check or have Reed check. Okay.
Give it a hug.
Yeah, Savannah's he's gonna wrap his arms around Savannah and just hold her really tight.
Hopefully it won't come to that for either of us.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna need that to stand. If everything goes okay with this, you have to go back to church.
Yeah.
I'll get Sim out if something happens to you. You get Dain out if something happens to me.
I promised, and I'll do it. I'll make sure he's safe, okay?
He loves me.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt him.
I know. So we're gonna try and keep each other safe, right? That's what Reed says we do, is we keep we're all supposed to keep each other safe. So we're gonna do that, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
I promise.
I promise
I'll
you.
make sure Sim is safe if something happens.
Yeah. Thank you, Savannah.
So you're gonna do the same for me? That's the least I can do.
Always.
You guys have done so much for us already.
This is what we're supposed to do. And it's what I wanted to do.
Appreciate it because you took us in when nobody else was going to, when it wasn't safe for us.
Yeah. And we tried to keep you safe. And
Well,
you're here, and you and Dain and Ro.
I went shopping for toys because Ro opened that book.
Oh, that book?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's okay. She'll be fine. But they're gonna go buy her toys because of it. So she's gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Apparently
She'll
coloring
like
books
that.
are a problem, so like we decided
They're
not
they're
to do the
hard.
coloring book.
There's a lot of colors when you
Yeah.
have to fill in the black and the white, and
I think they decided on Legos.
this is a good plan. I should check on Sim, but
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go to I have my thing I'm gonna go do afterwards, but I'll message you when I'm done. And you can let me know if you've gone to go do your thing yet. Just send me a text so I have a
I'll
rough
let you
frame of
know.
reference.
And hey, I love you and Ro too.
We love you as well, Derek. Okay. And we want you to be okay as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on Sim.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
She leaves. And she heads out to go and head to where she is meeting with the Darklings to go and infiltrate that or do reconnaissance on one of the old churches. Dain, you are with Ro going to the toy store while we wait for 3LC to come back because I think he's just been alerted. He can.
Let's move on from that there crying
Everything's
moment
fine.
to something a little
Everything's
bit
good.
different. We've had a roller
Now
coaster
for
of
something
emotions today.
entirely different.
We had a really good, happy, emotional moment. Now we're going to sad moments. Now we're just going to trauma.
Yeah.
Not ours,
Just-
other people's. Okay. Yeah. You're going to drive to some toy store, some mom and pop toy store, whatever. Not the big chain.
And you can find them. Some of them. This one has some boasts of some handmade toys, that the owners do make. Little wooden things. They kind of have that older feel to them, but are fairly well put together.
Yeah. Then before he parks up, is going to look in the glove compartment and see if there's a small bit of rope.
In your glove compartment?
Mm-hmm.
Do you usually keep rope in your glove compartment?
Yes, actually.
Do you not?
Then there would be rope in your glove. No, we're not going to talk about what I keep in my glove compartment. Cool. So yeah, you have rope in your glove compartment. The rope is in my trunk, by the way.
Yeah. No, this isn't the big rope. This is the small rope.
Ah,
There's a small rope in there for reasons.
got it. Yes,
None of
then
them
it
are-
is in there.
Alright. So he's going to tie it around his wrist.
Okay.
And he's going to tie the other end to Ro's wrist.
Oh, goody. Nothing can go wrong.
Can't go wrong. And then he'll get out of the car and he'll go into the toy store.
All right, Ro goes into the toy store with you.
Go on, Ro, pick
And-
whatever you want.
She tries to do what she typically does, where she usually is charging forward. So you do feel that rope yank as she just tries to bolt off in a direction in the toy store. What's your
Oh.
strength?
3.
Let me look at Roshi real quick because I know Savannah. Savannah's really strong, but I don't know if Ro is. Same strength. What's your brawl?
4.
Oh yeah, no, you got her. She's strong, but she can't fight. Her athletics isn't that great either. It's fine. So yeah, she tries to take off, and you're like, no, stay
Ro!
close. And so
And you'll hold her hand. Or at least try to.
you'll like. So it's less suspicious that you've roped a child to you.
Is that suspicious? I mean, it's what it was done to me as a child. I had a phone. You know the old rotary phone ones? I had that attached to my wrist as a child. So I wouldn't run
Little
off.
backpacks with leashes that you like clip your kid into, and then you just.
Yeah, this is the Irish primitive version of it.
There you go. So yeah, she ends up looking at she gravitates towards very colorful items. Like, there are sections of toys that are like more muted in color. like stuffed giraffes that are like a more natural color, and she's over in the like bright reds and greens and pinks and blues, and she's looking through all of the various items, and she picks a kite.
A
The
kite?
kite has butterflies on it.
Is that what you want?
Yeah,
All right,
they fly.
let's go fly a
Can
kite.
we do we think we could tie me to it and I can fly too? Oh wait, I can already fly.
Row, love.
You might want to stop her.
Yes, row. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Yes.
Look at me. Look at me.
Yes.
Look at you. Look at me.
Yes. Yes.
Don't. Keep the inside thoughts inside your head. If you
Oh,
want to
inside
attach it,
Kate.
I'll attach you to the kite, and we'll see how high
Okay.
we can get you. All right.
Okay.
My
It's
little
got
flying,
butterflies on
my little flying butterfly. Aye. Let's go. I mean, I'll go to the counter and try and pay for this.
She's
Not
a
try to.
kid.
We'll pay.
A lot of people tend to ignore her. Like when she's like, I can fly. A lot of people, like anyone else in the store, was kind of like, well,
Oh,
that's
you
just
can.
darling, isn't it?
Yeah, we know you can. You're a high flyer. You're gonna be a pilot one day.
She
Go
looks
be an
proud.
astronaut.
Only has a vague idea of what you're talking about right now, but she looks really happy about it. She's like, yeah, I'm going to be an astronaut.
What you are? Gonna go to
She has a
Mars.
very
and shit?
hard time saying the word
Astronaut.
astronaut.
Yeah, astronaut. Yeah. And he will go and pay for the kite.
And so you pay for the kite. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Like, I mean, it's like $5. It's not, it's not a cheap thing, but it's not the highest quality kite you can purchase. But she's happy. She's happy with her butterfly kite. Butterflies are all kinds of colors. She's kind of staring at the packaging as you guys walk out. She trips on her way out. She's not looking at all.
He's still holding her. He's still holding her by the hand.
One
One of those ones. Whoop.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Wee.
Oh, look, you almost took off right there. No, I'm just kidding.
She'll walk over to the car.
We got some business to do. Then we can go fly the kite. How's that?
Okay. We going to the park? I like the park. Which
We
park?
can go to the park.
There are lots of parks.
We can go to the park afterwards, but we gotta go see someone first.
Okay.
All right. Gotta do some business.
All right.
We'll go to the park and we'll go fly the kite.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. He looks at it again. It's super bright. Shiny.
And put her back into the back seat. Make sure the seatbelt's on. Untie the rope. Her wrist.
She's just happy to stare at the bright kite. There are a couple times you have to be like, Ro, don't open that. Ro, don't open it. Because you hear the packaging crinkle.
Don't open it yet, love. Don't. It's fine. Just leave it be for the moment. Just stare at the packaging. It's very pretty. Not as pretty as you, but keep staring at it.
Butterflies.
And he's butterflies. Yeah. And I will get yin and yang some jeweled necklaces at some point.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
some jeweled collars.
Ooh.
Just looking at
I
ads
like
like you're saying.
Yeah, really upset about the yin and yang thing. The reaction.
No, as you should. You should get them jewels as their majestic legacy shall live on through the ages.
Yes.
I'm muted because I
They're
keep
ninjas.
coming out with comments. They're ninja twins. How can you
They're
not
ninja
love
twins.
that comeback story of their trials and losses and heartbreak? They've been
Yeah.
through so much, they deserve it. I'm
Yeah.
muted because it's for safety.
I'm muted for safety.
Since when did we care about safety here?
I'm not gonna be the reason for our first Twitch strike. I'm not gonna be the reason.
It's fine. Yeah, she'll ramble on about yin and yang and their adventures because she has fun with it. While she
Well,
looks at the
adventures, no.
packaging.
He'll drive to somewhere more secluded, so that he can enter the hedge and go to the goblin farm. Well, go to the bazaar, the spider bazaar.
Now, as you have been there a couple of times, you technically don't need, as it is a set location within the hedge, you technically don't need to market as a contract to find it anymore. You just need Pathfinder because you know where its entrance is. Because Ro cannot find that market for you right now with her intelligence. She's
I'm a Pathfinder, so
yeah, but you should be able to because of the fact that she you've been there twice now, so you have a rough idea. So
yeah.
you can find an entrance to the hedge. It's it takes you a second because while they are all over and can be created with specific type of things, um, you search around until you come to an area of the city. It's a building, the way that it's set up. There's this weird kind of alley that looks too small for people to enter. And if you turn sideways and you enter into the hedge. So you twist sideways and it doesn't look like you should fit, but you figured out the key to it with your searching. And you through the side and into the hedge. Go ahead and roll me your Pathfinder. Dearg, you wanted to go talk to Sim while that roll is happening.
So, did you figure out which person you wanted to hire, or persons, individuals? Yeah.
I did. I think I got a pretty good group here. We'll see how. Got 3 of them, and we'll see how they go. And I told the others too that if I needed additional help, or if someone, doesn't work out, then they'll be recontacted, again, for if they haven't found something already. So, gonna give it a shot. I tried to cover all the bases, but anyway.
Okay.
I think the shop's gonna be in decent hands. Something on your mind?
I think, no, it just seemed what we're doing next. If you got the interviews done.
Yep. Well, I imagine that Savannah's probably still getting things sorted out, and
yeah, I got to talk to Savannah. So she and I are good.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you got whatever that was sorted out. So
Yeah, me too.
I think I know I'm kind of dancing around this, but we kind of really need to go get our meeting with the Ansel sorted out.
Yeah, it's probably.
Might as well go find out what the fate of that meeting is before we maybe consider what we spend the rest of our day doing.
Okay.
You gonna be alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Now, just a quick recap. I'm gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I told you about what I've already said about it, but it's got to be in your own. This has to be in your own words, in your own situation. But listen, I know. One other thing she mentioned, she's just like, "Yep, I'll get these, other folks about going after the wand and everything and stuff like that." I don't doubt that she could, but honestly, my gut feeling is I think we're her best shot. I really do.
Well, she said she can't leave the Hollow. No.
Mm-hmm.
My God, Derek, go to him.
So,
Yeah.
She can't leave. So as long as no one else goes in, it should be okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to get that job done, and that way we can move on. So
Yeah.
I'm going to send a message to everyone through our group text that we are going to meet with the Dirt Lady.
Yeah, you
I don't
basically
get this.
just entered the head.
I'm in the head. I don't get this, so I'm like,
Fuck. All right. Sorry.
You get
You'll
an
get it when
alert, and then when you look at your text messages, it says loading, and then a little bit farther in, it just because it stopped.
That's
Your
fine.
phone just
You'll
completely
get it when
stops
you come
working.
out.
But you know there's going to be a text when you come out.
Okay. So I sent to the group. So sent to Zara, sent to Savannah and Ro, sent to Dain, and then separately I'm going to message Nova and Reed that Dearg and I are going to see the Ansel.
kiss hug.
Savannah gets it. Savannah sends back a thumbs up.
Okay.
And you get nothing from Dain or Ro.
Okay.
But you weren't 100% sure what they were going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you also know Ro probably can't figure out how to text right now.
Yeah.
So.
It's okay. All right. So going to get everything sorted for folks to start their shifts and all that fun stuff. Get their schedules to them and things, and then we're out the door.
Okay.
Bop in the car.
Yep.
I am going to drive carefully over to the Ansel's Hollow.
All right.
Character takes a look around the shop. Heads out to the car.
You all right there, bud?
Yeah.
I know this sucks. It's
Very green right now.
Well, the one thing I know that you like is you like her hands. Maybe that'll help improve the color situation for you.
Yeah, maybe. Should be.
Anyway,
Should be alright.
how is the beanie, by the way?
It's a little dry.
It is.
You know.
You know, we could make a quick stop and take care of that.
You know what? It's okay, Sim. Let's go.
All right. So,
You start driving.
Yep. I'll be
Dane, what
driving.
was your score? 4?
For the critical.
All right.
Yeah.
You needed a 3 just because you've been to this location. So you do find the path basically that leads back to this market. And you're having the time wrangling because she wants to touch it. She's like, "Ooh, look at that." And she's also leaving that enormous trail of spring. So she's getting, just picking flowers that are growing in her wake and like pulling the petals off and throwing them. Not that it matters because she's already leaving a big old trail behind her because of her low clarity. So it's not like it's any worse than it would have been if someone was trying to follow you. But you travel along. Come to that familiar door.
Before he got into the hedge, he took out the files that Zara sent him.
The ones on Dr. Cassidy.
Because these are important for what I'm about to do.
And you come to that door. Becoming familiar door. With its spider webs. And its darkness. That say all are welcome.
Alright, Ro, stick close to me.
Okay.
Literally, just hug my leg as we walk through.
She jumps on. Oh God, that's the thing I'm going to describe. She grabs you around the waist, and then does this behind you the whole time. At least at first.
Yeah.
That's how it starts, and then she sees something and is like, "Ooh, shiny," and let's go.
The rope's attached again. He did not untie her. No. The toy store was a test run. This is the
Ooh,
real
piece of
deal.
candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of
Yeah.
candy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
piece of candy. Pretty much. She's just like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. She's been here before. She just doesn't remember that right now. Like, common sense is going to tell her not to talk to the True Fae. She still has enough wits to not go up to the True Fae and be like, hello there. But not enough to not be like, oh, look at the thing that vendor has. I want to go look at it. Can I go look at it?
Never get business done, then we'll go fly the kite. Huh? Come on. I'm
Yes.
gonna make a few stops here.
Kate.
Yes,
Okay.
the kite.
She
He'll
follows after
head
you.
straight towards
She
the
av-
seamstress.
Yeah, and she avoids the True Fae. Like, absolutely. If any of them come anywhere near, she kind of moves out of the way. Like, they're a danger. It's a palpable feeling for Changeling. So she's not just like, hey, cool, let's go over there and say hi.
The evils. At this point, my purse, my child, leave her alone.
My
Mash.
child. Yeah, like any of the True Fae believe that's a child.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, he'll
You
head
get-
straight towards the seamstresses. Yep.
You get to the seamstresses, and you have familiar sign above the door.
There we go. And
Yeah.
he'll walk in.
You're gonna walk in. You're not gonna knock.
Not this
All
time.
right. The door does open. It is a normal door. It opens, and you walk in, and you see that lovely jungle. That is whatever the fuck this room is. You don't know. She's not on that thing, but you do know there are other doors behind the vines if you can find them.
Seamstress. They'll call it. Going for a wander and a dander in here may prove dangerous, so he's just gonna call out. He's gonna call
The
out.
water and the dander are lovely terms. I appreciate you using because that's hilarious sounding. Okay, so you call out, and after a little bit, a door does open. It is a different door than the one you went to see Dr. Cassie the first time. She opens it and looks out, and it's that creepy thing of she kind of peeks her head around the corner, like arms on it, and then you see more arms join those ones.
Morning.
Was I expecting you today?
I believe so.
I know you said you'd be back.
Am I interrupting something?
No, of course not. Nothing that
I can-
can't be interrupted at any rate.
I can leave and
I
come
just-
back.
I just didn't recall if you had given me a time or a date for coming back.
I probably didn't, but because we were in such a rush yesterday. But my apologies.
Not at all. This is a store after all. I know it doesn't look like I sell wares here, but
You're
I
a
do, in
seamstress. You
fact.
make wares, of course.
So, if my store is open to anyone, it's also open to you. I just didn't remember if you had told me you would be back today.
I apologize if I didn't.
And she comes crawling out of whatever this room is. You're not at a great angle to see exactly what's in it. It looks kind of dark behind the door. But she comes out, and it takes a while for her to come out of this room because she's very long. But she closes the door with like her final hand, shuts the door behind her. And she starts moving towards that door at the back and is like, follow me.
And he'll follow her. How is the
And-
doctor?
Angry, probably is the best way to describe how this woman is.
I think she was like that, regardless.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I promise this will probably be the last time you see me.
She just smiles at you.
I dislike that look.
And keeps going because it takes her a long
Yep.
time to walk through doors.
Yeah, he walks with her like it's the Cassidy. In an awkward silence after seeing that smile.
After seeing that smile. It's not too much longer after the awkward smile, which of course she had to turn completely around from halfway in the room to do, because again, she's long. She's like two
Hello.
stories long. It's a problem. So she goes in, kind of curls her body up so she's smaller off to the side. And you walk in and you see something similar to what you did last time. Various hobgoblins. You're not 100% sure if what you're seeing was alive at one point and is now alive again, or if they are currently alive, or you're not really sure the situation with all of the things in her workshop, all of the various interesting helpers that she has. However, you do notice that some of them this time are made.
He'll
Pieces sewn on to give them different shapes. But Dr. Cassidy is kind of where you left her, over by the loom, doing another menial task at the moment, something sorting out various bits and bobs of art supplies.
He'll walk over. You know, I have a friend who's actually hiring people for his art store.
Why are you here?
I wanted to know if you thought further on our discussion yesterday.
What is there to think further about your discussion?
Well, did you remember any instances of speaking with Bastion in your dreams?
No, I didn't.
Right. Well, I did bring you some reading material, if you want to peruse it. It hasn't been doctored in any way.
Do you hand her the files? She looks at them. Yeah, I know these haven't been doctored in any way. I know what this company is. I experienced all of this. But you knew that as you asked. So what's this about?
Well, as you'll see from these files, the church has been working with sleep labs for a long time.
2
Before,
years.
yeah, before you were involved with the church.
They didn't work with them before I was involved with the church.
Look at the files.
What about them?
Look
What is
at
she looking
read
for?
them.
What are you trying to get her to look for?
The church's involvement with sleep labs, which Zara told me about.
Mhm. Yeah. She knows
Only
they're
goes back
involved
2
with the
years.
church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It only goes back 2. Her daughter was there over 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. And in these files with Dr. Cassidy, it does talk about the fact that they're making in-house medications, all of that. So she looks at it and she's just like, yeah, they started donating to the church 2 years ago.
It's strange, that, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Why is it not strange, Doc?
Not strange because I'm the one that got them to donate to the church.
Really?
Yes, really.
And as I mentioned, you don't remember Bastion ever being in your dreams at all. Yet you suddenly
Nope.
started to like this person, even though you didn't trust them at all. Why did you like him?
Like him?
Did you have wet dreams about him, perhaps?
Reason this is what you need to resort to. Does it give you a sick kind of pleasure? Because you should probably talk to somebody about that.
Probably. Once I did with Bastion, I'll probably go to therapy,
Yeah,
which
you
I
should.
think you should have done.
I was trying to, but thank you for your
Yeah,
concern about me.
you were trying to. And then Bastion came along and fucked with your mind so much that you decided to believe that he was a good person, a savior, a person that helped the helpless. Unfortunately, you were manipulated from day one. He hired the privateer.
And you have proof that he hired the privateer.
Do I look like I have proof on me?
You seem to have a
Everything
lot
you
of
need,
proof of something that you set in front of me.
everything you need to know is in those documents. There's too many coincidences. As I said before, too many coincidences aren't a coincidence, they're a pattern. There's nothing you can do now to help what Bastion's done to you, or your daughter, or your husband. But it was him that instigated this entire thing. Because he knew how useful you'd be, including the invasion of your dreams. Because you don't go from not trusting somebody one day to fully trusting them and letting them work with you, be part of your life. You hate my kind. He's no different. In fact, he's probably worse. If we're the monster, he's the monster under our bed.
Cute speech.
Nah, I try.
Point. Get to it.
Point. How do
Are
I
you going to
defeat
ask
Bastion?
me a question?
Yeah.
How do you defeat Bastion?
I know he can take my powers away. I know he's a blight bent. I know
Cold
pollution,
iron.
poison. Cold iron.
Cold iron, like any other way. The legends are true about that, which I'm assuming you know, as you are
Aye.
one. Cold iron. He's still weak to it.
And where exactly are they holding the Grindelow and the Queen?
The Grindelow is at the bottom of the
Is there a
church.
specific name? Is it the Warrens?
The deaths.
The Deaths. Okay. And what's in the Warrens?
The White Rabbit.
And what is the White Rabbit specifically?
The White Rabbit is a human created perfect changeling.
All right. And when I was there last, there were a couple of guards who were no longer wearing cold iron protection. Is that something different or something you know about?
No, I don't know anything about that. They're all supposed to be wearing cold iron.
No, there are a few who weren't at all. The theory is that they're modified versions of us. Like the Menagerie.
Huh. I don't know about those ones.
Chances are Bastion's probably trying to create an army to take over. You know how people who are megalomaniacs are. It's a bit, you help the guy, so,
He was already creating an army, but no, I don't know why. I
He was creating
don't
an
know
army, but
why.
not for the purpose people think. He wasn't doing it to attack us, he was doing it to take over.
Take over what exactly? You keep saying shit like that and it makes
Take
no
over the
fucking sense.
freeholds, to attack the True Fae. There are various reasons as to why you would create an army. To take over the world.
To attack the true Fae.
Mhm.
I mean, if he's helping them, why would he attack them? startled myself.
I didn't say he was helping. You said that. What do you mean?
You said privateers, loyalists to the True Fae. You said he hired them. So if
Hi.
he's working with people that work with the True Fae, then he's working with them, yes?
Just because you can hire a privateer to do something for you doesn't mean you're working with them. It just means you want a specific target to get fucked up. You're American. The CIA worked with terrorists for years. You should know this.
You just use the term work with to explain not working with someone. You know that, right?
Are you going to be pedantic the entire time we have this conversation?
You're making a point and then backtracking on that point.
No,
Could
I'm
you
not
get to
back.
the point then? What is your point again? What is your question?
The point is you wasted your entire life. Up to this point. And there's a picture of your daughter. I hope you find peace in that.
Hmm.
Goodbye, Dr. Cassidy. We won't see each other again.
Good.
I'll turn. I'll walk away.
The seamstress just, with her many, many arms, waves to you.
Get back.
Watches you walk out. Now, Ro, the whole time you had kind of had to be yanking on her because she was trying to play with all the crap in the seamstress's fucking thing. But I didn't want to say that and interrupt everything. So you leave. You head back out. And the seamstresses back into the market. And Sim and Dearg, you get to the Onsels. You actually haven't been here this early in the morning. You seem to have only gone at dusk or nighttime.
And I will see y'all later.
Alright, bye.
And you pull up and you see the building, but you don't see the staircase.
Well, we can probably just announce ourselves. I'm sure she's listening or keeping track of some sort. Maybe
We
she
might be able
sleeps
to do
in.
that. Yeah. We'll see, right?
Indeed. I'm not going to cry out or anything like that. I'm not going to be loud, but what I am going to do is I am going to push out with my mind and just go, we are here.
And a few moments go by and you see someone walk. You see a person, they're just walking. They walk down the road.
Mm-hmm.
You saw this before when a car went by.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they've turned the corner, the staircase appears. There are no fireflies this time. But it is also the middle of the day. It's, it didn't take you a huge amount of time to conduct the interviews, but enough that it's
Yeah, it chewed into the morning, I imagine.
It's chewed into the morning, but you still have some time. So,
Okay.
Staircase appears.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Got anything you want to say to me before we go in? You all good?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm good for it.
No, you didn't have to be.
Hey. Didn't have to be, maybe, but you know what?
In the beginning. you know. And then everything after that.
Well, sometimes you just, if you're just a couple of points of light floating through darkness, sometimes it's better to stay in each other's orbit.
And you're pretty bright light, you know that, right, Sim?
A little more on the blue side. But I get what you're saying. Thanks, bud.
You're red.
Thanks. He's gonna take a deep breath.
Eric sends his text.
You know what
I
I
get
hate?
another thumbs up.
You know what I hate about visiting folks like this as we're walking towards the stairwell? It feels like you're going to see It feels like you're going to see parents that you hate. You know what I mean? It's like parents who never did right by you. But boy, they're super, you step out of line one time and they're super ungrateful. Even though they've treated you bad.
I don't, Sim.
I'm sorry. That's just what it feels like to me.
Well, hopefully, get out of here soon.
Yeah, that's the idea. Like I said, I already mentioned to her that I'm not going to say it was an honest mistake because you did what you did. But I don't think what you did was what she thinks it was, if that makes any sense. It's like you saw a situation and you tried to help. I'm assuming you did whatever the first thing that popped into your head. And maybe in any other situation than what it was, it could have worked. And it could have been cool. But anyway.
Hey, Sim.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay?
Alright. Let's go do this. And I just keep walking forward till we get to the door.
You knock on that door. When you do, it swings open. That lovely house, not real, greets you. And the long hallway down, seemingly forever. And then you enter the Onslaugh's chamber, and she's sitting on her chair. The tea kettle heats up. The fire blazes in the fireplace. Hello again. Lovely to see you.
Hello.
I appreciate you showing up. Would you like some tea?
Are you okay, Auntie? But thank you.
I've kind of lost my taste for tea for a little bit.
That's a shame. Oh, Garrett. Why exactly did you feel it was a good idea to bring Bastion Moore's attention to me?
I didn't. I did mess up. I wasn't trying to bring his attention to you. I was trying to save somebody. And I remembered how scared I was when you were talking. And it was what I could think about. And I didn't want to misquote what you said. I didn't think about him trying to get a hold of you. But like I said, it was the scariest thing I could think of. Him trying.
The problem here is that you didn't actually think. You should work on that in the future. Because any trouble you bring to my door with your thoughtlessness, I'm going to make your problem again.
Hey.
I have been very, very nice to you. And I do not have to be. I have never had to be nice to you. From the moment you walked through that door, I could have made you do anything for me without even humoring your silly requests of me. And I did not. And while I might have said something mean about someone you obviously knew I knew, that doesn't give you the right to tell them I said that.
I know. I didn't think about it being telling him what you said. I just wanted him to be as scared as he was making her.
He is not afraid of me.
Oh.
Would you like him to be?
He's never going to be afraid of me. At least not until I can return to Arcadia.
Right.
The only way I can be of a real threat to him, because from here, the most I can do is use the abilities I have at my disposal, some of which you've seen, most of which don't work on him because of what he is.
Mm-hmm.
No.
In her chair.
I didn't hear that last part. Sorry.
Yeah, he froze.
He leans forward in her chair.
Okay.
Dearg gets a little bit closer, kind of standing in front of Sim.
How cute. Wanted to hurt your friend, I would have done it already, and neither you nor him could have stopped me.
Just because you can't do something doesn't mean you shouldn't try. But as you said, you've been nothing but nice to us.
I have been. As you have said, this is an honest mistake that you made. I'm willing to be nice one more time. My patience grows very thin. To give you a little reminder. The things that I can do so you don't forget next time and you think it's a really good idea to cause a problem for me. Now I have to look up my contract
Be good. Yeah.
because I don't have it readily available. We.
Oh.
I went all cockeyed. I apologize because I may have. It
We've already
happens.
talked about the situation. It's fine.
Notes. There they are.
Everything's fine. It's not fine.
Everything's fine. It's
It all
all
went
fine.
wrong.
And nothing can go wrong.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
here we
it
go.
all went wrong.
Okay. What is your guys' total combined weird score?
The both of us.
5
Both of you.
for Dearg and
4 for
9.
It should be 6. You're at 4 clarity, right? It should be 6. So your weird should be at 6. And Sims is at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 10.
Yeah, clarity
Where's
at 4.
my ensemble? Okay. So yeah, you would have 6 weird. I have to locate the onsel because I have to make a fucking roll for her. So, boy, this is gonna be embarrassing for her if she doesn't win this roll. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Oh, not a bad. Okay. There is no save to this, by the way. She has to pass a certain number.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how the dice box feels today about it.
Oh, dice box will probably be really nice to you.
Yeah, did you see what it did earlier?
Yeah.
It was really nice to you guys. That was that was for Savannah. All the good rolls were for Savannah and Vale and the Darklings.
Mm-hmm.
And that 2 was for the monster to see them with their 9. I was very upset. I was so unhappy. I was like, what the fuck? He didn't even stand a chance, guys. It's rude. Okay, here we go. Oop.
Oh, boy.
Too many dice to roll. You gotta split it up.
Wow.
Ah.
Wow. No, I was talking to people about this earlier. I have. Oh.
I think you could
pull that many out of
probably.
my
I think
bag.
you could probably just. I think you could probably just give it.
No.
to her.
Split the dice pool in half.
I want to see. No, I want to see what the hell much
Okay.
of the dick the dice box is gonna be.
All right, 6. So you got 6 in the.
You'd
first,
actually need more than that.
6 in the first pool. And
Oops.
then 9.
Shit.
You got 6 and
Ooh, with a
9. Nice.
yeah, but if that would make it out of
Right.
critical, so you'd add 2 more.
There you go.
Nice, 6 and 9. So yeah, that would make it 17.
There you go.
She needed. Fuck me.
That's,
Sorry. She
yeah.
needed 10. She needed 10.
Yeah, she's
She
good.
needed your weird
She's
gold.
good.
So she's good.
Yeah, I assumed she would be.
15. There's 15 successes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the Motley pledge. But she's targeted. Breaks. And you feel that connection you guys have sever. Now, neither of you suffer the consequences of it because of the way she did it. So you don't turn into a dog and you don't turn into a hammer. However, you feel it. Hurts. Feels like something's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Part of you is gone, like a limb.
Well, that's that, huh?
Oh, don't be so sad. You can always make another one. I haven't taken away your ability to do that. I just want you to understand that I can. Since you seem so determined to protect each other, now you don't have that obligation anymore.
You're right. Was that everything?
Nice. It's all right. It's gonna be all right, Dearg. We will succeed in spite of this. It'll be lovely. It'll be oh so lovely.
You seem like the kind of people that can.
Yeah, I know. I'm willing to bet that's what you're counting on.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have humored you if I didn't think so. And the door pushes forward. You can go now.
I'd like some tea.
Sim, we should go.
No, I'd like a cup of tea.
Oh no. Okay. She will make you a cup of tea. She hands it to you.
Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Go.
And I'll leave. Didn't hear it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Bye, Simon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what she said. She
Okay.
said
It
you
was
as
like goodbye, Simon.
well.
You as well, Simon.
Nope.
Okay.
No, she just said you as well.
Oh.
But I
gotcha.
said it quietly on purpose because you had turned around. So Dearg would have seen her mouth it.
Okay. And they'll leave. That's when they get outside.
Derek's just gonna look at her. Because Sim's walking out. Because he
Who's got-
kept her updated on the church. So they're doing whatever it is, just so you know. So good luck if we don't survive.
You will.
Derek will leave. Can you feel when someone casts Fickle Fate on you?
No. No, you
Good.
cannot.
Okay.
So it costs us free. She's just at a -2 penalty the next time she does.
Mm-hmm.
Sim's out at the doorway.
Derek pulls out his phone.
Doorway disappears behind you guys.
And he texts Savannah. And they made it out.
Sim's gonna go walk over to the car and lay down next to it. Or not lay down, but sit next to it. Gets the time.
Derek texts Savannah. They made it out. And please remember what she promised.
It's just tossing a ball of fire back and forth.
Glad you guys made it out.
Mostly.
What?
Mostly.
Mostly. Is that when Dearg texts back?
Mm-hmm.
And you get a stream of text like, what do you mean mostly? And it goes for a minute and then it stops. And even if you text her back, you don't get texts from Savannah back after that point.
Yeah. He does message back after she's, what do you mean mostly? And goes, we're both okay on the outside. And then Derek will kind of walk over by the car.
He's tossing a little blue ball of flame back and forth between his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't forgotten about my plans, have you? You know I haven't forgotten them. They're just gonna change a little bit. But it's still...
What do you mean?
The hedge one.
Oh.
Yeah. We're still gonna get it. It's still gonna get messed with. And I'm gonna make sure she chokes on it. You know what? We've already taken out one before. Maybe why the fuck not? You know?
Please.
Because everything is coming to a head. Everything is building, everything is coming forward, and I feel like I've either got a string on my arm or somebody is snipping it. And I'm tired of that. May not be now. May not be a year from now. Maybe it'll be 10 fucking years down the road. But I'm gonna make it my mission to see that they burn. That they burn oh so bright. The 2 dots of light that we were in the darkness is going to be nothing compared to the fires that the gentry will make for me. We should get going.
We should. I'll get a hold of Reed. When we get back. Oh crap, I run.
Yeah.
You get into the car.
Mm-hmm.
You get into the car and you start driving back. And Sim, this text is gonna seem so fucking inappropriate right now. You get a text from Meg that says, "Hey, hot stuff, when we meeting?" And Dain, you start making your way back. And when you step out of the hedge, you see that yes,
Before
you're
he
not
goes
going out of
anywhere,
the hedge.
he is stopping by the goblin fruit stand.
That's right, the goblin fruit stand.
Hello again.
You see the
I'm starting to become a regular, aren't I?
Man, I should have had you pick up fruit for
You
me.
are.
There's fruit in Derek's bag.
I know.
You still have the fruit from before. Yeah. I see that you are.
We also need
Ah,
Hello again. What
How
can
you
I do
doing?
for you?
well, I thought I'd be in the market for something with a little bit of fear inside it.
Of course. She points to a basket that has it says a glamour gob on it, and you see that the light that pulses on the inside of this fruit is kind of a greenish color. That's just the type of fear. You know.
Reminds me of Maggie May's apples. Absolutely gorgeous.
And how many would you like, and what would you like to exchange for it?
I'll take half a dozen.
Oh, all right. She scoops them into a basket, sets it down. A trivial trade.
He'll trade her the uneasiness feeling that he gets every time he comes to this market. The feeling of being watched.
And what you see appear in place because it manifests physically once it's been pulled from you is you see a rose with an eye in the middle. He moves it off the counter.
That's
All right.
that's a hell of a thing. That.
I don't get to pick what it becomes.
True.
It picks what it becomes, but I can trade it to other people. Unease is something that somebody might need to feel at some point. A warning. Something to remind themselves that they need to be uneasy. She pushes the fruit over.
Thank you. I don't know what Sim and Dearg eat, do I?
I think you know they're either summer or winter due to the fact that they are with the Southward, but I don't think you know specifically.
I don't know specifically, so I unfortunately can't do what I was going to plan. So,
No, you know that Sim visits the grief people. You know Sim because it was mentioned at the meeting, so you do know Sim.
yes.
Sim meets with the grief council people.
You don't by chance have any grief, sadness?
Yeah, we have those. Would
Can
you
I
like
feed
some?
on my own sadness? Just kidding.
Give me another half
No.
a dozen of those.
All right, she sticks them into the basket, puts it there for you, and says, "Price will be the same."
He will pay that with the sadness he feels each time Savannah leaves.
Aw. That manifests into a broken heart. A shattered glass heart. Sit off the table. Sticks it under.
Lovely doing business with you. Don't mind, row.
Of
Row.
course.
Row.
Bro's like, she's gone half under the stall, and the lady's like, it's all right. Bro, honey.
She'll be back to normal at some point, I'm sure.
Normal for a row is not that far off. It's just smarter. Fine. So row, you gotta have to give her a little tug. She'll
go.
hold one of the baskets if you ask her to. So
No.
no, wait. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So he'll take the dozen goblin fruits and then he will.
You make your way back out. You make your way back to the mortal world with the fruit.
Yeah,
And
he's
as
just
soon as you step out,
he's just thinking to himself, that was not worth the time. That was not worth the effort. Thank fuck she's already dead.
you did confirm where the Grindy Low and the White Rabbit.
Yeah. But Dain doesn't feel vindicated. Because he thought because I thought I got more information than I actually did. But I didn't.
Yeah, she's also really kind of just a bitch, and she's over it.
I know. But no, I did something nice for her, so I'm leaving. Ooh, spoopy.
There. So you make it out. Your phone pings. You knew you were gonna have a message, and you see that it is from Dearg and Sim, saying that it's from Sim saying that Dearg and he were going to go visit the dirt lady. The dirt lady. Like it wasn't the dirty lady. Was it the dirty lady?
It was the dirt.
I have no idea.
The dirt
Dirt
gonna
woman.
he's gonna ring the lumber.
You guys, Sim, you've just gotten the text from Meg, and your phone rings.
I'll put it on speakerphone in the or on the console car. Hey,
Right.
You driving?
I'm on speaker. What?
All right. Have you? What happened? Why did you go see her again? I thought we tried to stop you two from going to see her.
I had to go.
It was
Don't
kind.
worry, you don't have to go anymore.
Yeah, it's we kind of had
You didn't eat her, did you?
no.
That's unfortunate.
We kind of had to. We just had an affirmation meeting. So
Did you affirm that she's a massive cunt?
we already knew that, but
Well, just affirmation's always needed.
yeah. No, we. Where are you at right now? Actually, like to meet real quick and talk in person. So
I'm just off the alleyway
okay.
Yeah.
that I came out of.
About how far away are we away from there?
With the way you depends how are you driving.
The way you drive.
I was gonna say with the way you drive. If you're driving normal, 10 minutes. If you're driving the way you drive, 5.
All right. Yay! 3 successes.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
I'll be there in 5.
Yeah. No problem.
Hangs up. Of course, he'll text and drive at the same time.
You already got the 3, so it's fine.
One-handed go. Needing to run a quick errand. Can meet after. It's question mark.
Yeah, just let me know time and place. We didn't nail anything down, so just double check in. And then a little flamey heart at the end of it.
He's kind of driving and taxing at the same time, and he's all like, "Cool. We'll make sure we figure out the nailing." And then And then he's like,
Oh
no, backtrack. That's not what I meant to text. God damn it. Split attention.
So just ignore that. Ignore what I said.
Ignore that. Sorry.
No.
I'm driving at the same time.
Absolutely fucking not. We're going to talk about the nailing when I see you.
This is terrible. Okay.
All right. So, 5 minutes, you get there.
Okay.
And because it is after midnight here and we wake up for another game and have other business in the morning, that is where we will end. We will end with Sim and Dearg pulling up, Dain with his buckets of fruit, and Ro basically just hand up, tied to Dain, just...
Yes. Okay.
Dearg crying stops momentarily as it's just like,
We just wanted to mention that
this might
Dain,
be a dream.
when you see us pull up, we look sad. We look like we've been crying. We look
Dearg
very.
is sobbing.
Dearg's
Still.
been crying.
We've looked distraught. So.
Dain looks frustrated.
Oh no, we're frustrated and
Ro
sad.
looks like she has no idea what's going on right now.
Not
And
sad.
she's pretty
he's not
sure
sad,
she was
frustrated.
promised a kite.
Yes, we will be going kite flying after we have this talk, Ro. Don't worry.
Well,
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you all.
did it!
We did it.
Thank you, everyone.
We did something.
Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Welcome to the collective. Morning.
The
Welcome
collective.
to the collective.
Welcome to
Go
the
get some water.
collective.
Afternoon.
And remember,
Thirsty bastards.
spicy mustard.
Stone
I
ground.
mean, if you want to
Spicy
Art.
man. Stone ground.
end this before I say something that's going to get us in trouble.
Yeah,
Chowder.
Hearts and make them dance.
Hearts and make 'em
Hearts and
dance.
make 'em dance.
Chowder.
Joe,
Bye. Bye, Mom.